Hello friends, my name is Nick and today we're carrying on from our last video, our online plant shop with me on glasshouseworks.com with an unboxing from glasshouseworks.com. All of the plants are delivered. I was unable to fit this unboxing at the end of the plant shop with me video because I filmed that video about 4 weeks ago and already had it ready to go on YouTube, but then the plant shipped before I even posted it. So I wasn't able to add it at the end, but I'm just posting those videos back to back, so hopefully that suffices. But anyway, let's go ahead and get inside this box. Just a reminder that this is completely on my own dime. This is not a collaborative video. I just really enjoy ordering from this website once a year just because they have a really interesting selection that you can't find in many other places. They propagate it all themselves. They don't sell them that big, which I also really appreciate. Sometimes it's really exciting when you order houseplants from an online store and they come like super established, ready to go. But these are more out there plants, so one, I wouldn't expect them to be more grown, and two, I just kind of appreciate it because I don't have that much space. So all of these can fit in like a small 4-inch planter. Once they acclimate to my space, of course, I'm going to let them stay in their plastic nursery planters for a week or two, maybe a full month, and let them grow a little bit before I take them out and put them in a new planter. Always really important when plants are being torn from their home, put into another home. You don't want to tear them out of their clothes that they've been living in, you know what I mean? So I don't even really remember what I ordered, to be honest. There are 6 plants, and you probably know more than I do if you just watch the online plant shopping videos. So let's go ahead and get inside here. Sometimes also they send like freebie extras, so maybe we'll have something extra. So if there is something I open and I'm like, I didn't order this, they sent it for a reason. They did not make a mistake. So a bunch of newspaper. As you can see, we're going to be making a little bit of a mess. Let's just tear this out gently. Oh, okay. So this is the Hoya Fungi. Now, I ordered one of these from them a couple years ago. I was unable to care for it in the way that I was supposed to, so I'm hoping I learned from my mistakes. But they also sent it last time in sphagnum moss. I think it says on their website that their Hoyas sometimes don't ship completely rooted. They might send them as unrooted cuttings. So this could be unrooted right here, but I will just leave it inside the moss anyway. Like I said, I wasn't planning on taking it out for a while, so after this sits and acclimates to my home for a couple of weeks, I'm sure it'll be rooted and ready to go to a new planter. But for right now, we'll just let it sit. But super large succulent leaves. I really enjoy this Hoya. There's a reason I bought it again. I really would like to grow it successfully, so wish me luck this time around. Those are some pretty big leaves. I think those are definitely a little bit larger and looking a little bit more established than they were the last time around, so that's pretty exciting. Alrighty. Oh, okay, so this is the begonia. I forget exactly what it was called. It was like glabra? Begonia glabra. So it's like a grape leaf begonia. So you can see it's just like one single vine. Let's pull this plastic off. So you can see how in like comparison to Steve's leaves, for example, if you've seen my Steve's leaves unboxings, their begonias are like way more established. This is just like a cutting that they have propagated off of a mother plant, I'm assuming, but it's still, for a couple of bucks, what I paid for it, I'd say completely worth it. It's actually quite beautiful. It's totally my vibe of a begonia. It reads more like a Peperomia than a begonia to me, so I think that's really exciting. I always love trying new fun begonias, and it also looks like a more like trailing variety of begonia, which I think is pretty cool. So got a couple of vines going. If I wanted to propagate this and create this into a fuller plant, I absolutely could. But like I said, what I appreciate about Glass Houseworks is that they ship not very big, so I can fit more of them in my home and have to worry less about that. Let's carry on. So there's one right here. Like interested in like what these articles say in these newspaper. I don't read the newspaper myself. Oh my goodness. So this is an extra one right here. Bonus, it says bonus on it. It's a Hoya Bella. That's such a great bonus because I've tried growing Hoya Bella a couple times and I've always killed it. And now I have another one and I didn't even have to pay for it. Oh my gosh, there's 2 little cuttings in here. This looks great. It's in the sphagnum moss, so it's probably not 100% rooted, but Hoyas are fine to, you know, they root very, very easily, so that's not a concern. Very good condition. It was a free plant, so I can't even complain about anything, but there is nothing to complain about. So I don't even know why I said that. It looks amazing. Oh my gosh. What a great bonus. Thank you, Glass Houseworks. It's worth the wait. They make it worth. I mean, I don't think the wait was bad at all, personally. I'm very patient, but I know some people are used to like instant gratification. They order something online and it ships immediately. So if you are not patient, this might not be the website for you. But they make it worth the wait. They really, really do. I can see some leaves poking out the top here, so I have an idea of what this one is. I believe it's an Anthurium. Let's see. So, this is a little unconventional. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so cool. This is reminding me of like a larger leaf version of the Anthurium that I have behind me here on the counter, the Anthurium polysticum. All right, let's just get these last little bits off. So this is an Anthurium aemulum, heterophyllum in parentheses. Now, I kind of mentioned when I was doing the online shop with me portion of this, let's get some of this newspaper out of the way, their taxonomy, I will admit, between you and me, the names that they have on their plants are not necessarily that accurate sometimes. So I'm not saying this is inaccurate, just that's definitely a no. I've gotten plants from them in the past where I ordered it as one thing, and when it came, it turns out it was another thing, but I've never been disappointed. I feel like they're always things that are of the same value, if not worth more. So anyway, I'm just saying that this could have a more accurate name. Maybe this could be an older name or something. A little bit of the soil did spill out. It's not really a big deal. I can just add more soil in. The plant is still very much in place, which is the important part, but you can see it did lose a little bit of soil here, but there's still plenty of soil inside here. Anyway, this is obviously going to need some time to re-feel out its space because it's been wrapped inside newspaper, and it obviously is a little bit more robust than some of these smaller ones that have shipped a little better. There's no damage to the leaves at all. It's just been rolled up in newspaper. So you can see these like digitate leaves, it kind of reminds me of like a Philodendron Goldii / Stomatophylum sprucianum meets a Schefflera, meets one of these more palmae anthuriums. I do see there is like a couple brown scales on here. I will say, I'm not trying to throw shade, but I have gotten a couple plants in the past from this website with a little bit of scale on it before, but scale is the least of my worries. Is the plant pest 100%? And should you expect to get your plants pest-free? I would say so, but brown scale is the least of my worries. I'll just clean this off with some rubbing alcohol. Definitely not put this in an area with a bunch of other houseplants until it's completely clean. I don't even know if this one's gonna stand upright completely, but there's only a couple, but you know, it's a greenhouse. If I had a greenhouse, I would have a couple scale at places here and there. I'm a little bit more understanding than some other people. I totally get that. Feel however you would like. This looks like that philodendron that I ordered, I believe. Or is this the Aglaonema? We'll find out. I really have no idea. So this is the Aglaonema commutatum picturatum alumina. So this is, I want to call it the aluminum Aglaonema from the name, but I can't be guaranteed that's the common name of this houseplant. Anyway, it's just these, like, the color of like a Philodendron hostatum, like a silver sword, on an Aglaonema. I think that's super neat. Got a couple leaves on it. It's just one plant. It's definitely established. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. New leaf coming in. That's really exciting. It needs a little bit more soil inside the pot. It's definitely a little jostled around. But that's so neat. I thought this was an Aglaonema that I've seen. I'm just gonna put it here. That I've seen at like houseplant stores recently. It wasn't like blowing me away, but I'm like a silver Aglaonema for the price. I'm a big fan of Aglaonemas. It's been a houseplant that I've been collecting a lot over the past a couple of years. So I was like, let me try it out. But I'm delightfully surprised that this is, I think, different than the ones that I've been seeing. This looks like a completely different variety, one that I've never seen myself. So yeah, like I said, giving me the vibe of like the Philodendron hostatum of the Aglaonemas. There's two more in here. I think this is the yeah, this is the pepper. Oh my God, it's so cute. Ah! Oh my God. Oh my goodness. It's just a little baby. Oh my God, it's just a little close. Oh my God, my cat thinks I'm talking to her. She's just like poked up from behind the couch like, you talking to me? Sorry, Muffin, I'm not talking to you. Oh my gosh. Ah! That's so cute. This is Peperomia campylotropa. No one, you guys know I've been, oh no, Muffin, she found the head of my microphone attachment. Hold on, she thinks it's a toy. Okay, we're good. No one told me about this. Why has nobody told me about this Peperomia? You guys know I'm a huge fan of Peperomias. This thing has like 100 leaves on it too. What the hell? I've never seen this before. It looks like a bunch of tiny Pilea peperomioides leaves just jammed onto one stem. This needs to go inside a glass cloche. I am already reading it. You're telling me everything I need to know about you. This has to stay in a humid environment. I'm putting this inside glass. It's no questions asked. I love it. And I think this was the cheapest one. Let me tell you the prices of everything. So the Aglaonema, hey sweetie. The Aglaonema commutatum picturatum alumina was $18. The Anthurium was $22. The Begonia was $4. The Peperomia was $5.50. So the Begonia was the cheapest thing, not that it really matters, but the Hoya was $18. And the last plant, this one was free, and the last plant I'm going to be pouring out was $8. So let's see what we got. Muffin, don't knock anything over. She's dangerously close to the tripod. Okay, we're good. We're fine. So this is, according to their website, a philodendron I have personally never been familiar with. This is called Philodendron Inconensis. I don't know what it looks great, but I don't, it's just like, doesn't look like any philodendron I've ever seen before, which is pretty neat. It's giving me like remotely like vibes of like a Congo or like a Birkin without variegation. Oops, sorry, but it's not. It's definitely a little like thinner, but like rougher. I don't know. This is gonna be a fun one to watch grow. It was $8, which we know in today's environment, $8 is a pretty good deal for a philodendron. Muffin knows where that microphone fluffy thingy is, and she is trying to get in there, but she is not going to succeed. Anyway, so that's all the plants. I'm pretty thrilled. I have to admit, out of all the times I've ever ordered from Glasshouse Works, I think this is the most thrilled I've been. I'm like, subjective, but no, I really love everything. Like everything looks great. Everything's in good condition. The only remote downer is that this Anthurium had a couple of brown scales on it, which just means it's gotta be quarantined for a little while, but it's really cool Anthurium. Honestly, I never heard of it before. $22 for an Anthurium with a little bit of scale, and it seems like a fine deal to me. But like I said, I'm probably a little bit more lenient than many other people when it comes to that, but I really couldn't give two craps. If it was like thrips, let's chat. But I think that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you haven't already watched the online plant shop with me video for Glasshouse Works, I would highly recommend it. Also, just reiterating the point that this was not a collaborative video. This was all on my own dime. And I really enjoy ordering from this company, which is why I've continued to do so for the last couple of years on my own dime. I know people have mixed feelings about it. I always get some comments about people's experiences that are not as lenient as me. But that's okay. Everyone has different experiences. So thank you guys again for joining me. If you don't already, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at phillyfoliage. Subscribe to my Patreon for even more houseplant content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day.